Hi there folks, welcome back. Today we're going to learn how to hold a chanter. If you're new to piping and you're just learning how to hold a chanter and to learn the music, I hope that this video will be helpful for you. What we're going to do here is I'm going to show you how to hold the chanter with the right hand, and then we're going to move over to the left hand, and then I'm going to talk about a couple of points that I think you should know just to end the video with. First, we're going to talk about the right hand. With your right hand fingers, put your hand up like this and keep it floppy. If you struggle to do this, it doesn't have to be like that with your arm. You can just do this and just let your hand lie limp, almost like you're telling it to go to sleep, which honestly in reality you don't want to do. You don't want it to go to sleep because then you won't be able to feel the holes. Now with your fingers, you're going to lay them naturally across the chanter. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the thumb here. People often have the thumb way up here. That's not where you want it, okay? There's a reason for that. I'll get to that in a moment. The thumb should ideally be placed between the two middle fingers. Now the left hand, for all of you left-hander handwriters out there. We're going to take the left hand and we're going to do basically the same thing with the right hand, or the left hand, that we did with the right hand. We're going to take our fingers and lay them flat, or lay them comfortably rather, across the holes, and then with our thumb we're going to place it on the hole on the back. Now, why should you avoid putting your thumb way up here or way down here? There's two things that you want to consider here. One is the fulcrum. If you have your finger way down here, it's going to feel really awkward. If you have your thumb way up here, if I let go of this, it's really hard to hold a chanter without keeping my left hand holding onto the sole down here, right? It's hard. What this does is the thumb acts as the support for your fingers on the front. It's going to act as the support for your fingers to grip the chanter properly, and it's distributed evenly. So you have enough strength on all of your fingers to do embellishments properly, like burls and stuff like that. You won't have as much trouble when your thumb is here instead of way up here or way down here, the middle finger. Now if I gently let go of the chanter with my left hand, the right hand is able to grip the chanter. I'm not gripping extraordinarily hard. I'm not going, I'm not doing that. I'm just holding onto it enough so that I can feel the chanter, I can feel the holes in my fingers, and that chanter ain't gonna go anywhere unless someone tries to grab it from me, and God forbid they do, because I ain't gonna let go. The first thing we're gonna do is talk about two key points that we need to understand. How to sit when holding the chanter, and two, how to hold it comfortably. We're gonna sit comfortably, we're gonna hold the chanter in our hands, like so, and if we have armrests on our chair, that's fine. I actually have adjustable armrests on my chair, so I can actually hold my chanter without my arms being on a rest. Now when you go to sit in your chair, you can either be sitting in a chair or you can be standing, either way, or you can be sitting at a table. A table might actually help you to learn how to steady the chanter in your hands without fear of it falling out of your hands and onto the floor. And if it falls on the floor and it chips, well, we have a bit of a problem. I'm kidding. Please don't try that out. I don't want you to have to buy a new chanter just because of that. Now, one other thing before we go any farther that I'm going to point out is some people ask, do my fingers have to be straight like this across the chanter? No, they do not. They really don't. Here's why. If you go to play like this with your fingers straight like this, like attention, you don't have to do that. Good luck. It's going to be challenging. Your muscles and your tendons are probably going to scream at you going, what are you doing? They're probably not going to be used to that sort of positioning with their fingers going straight across. If you look at most pipers today, I can't think of one that honestly plays like this. They play like this. Your fingers should not, they don't have to be straight like 2x4s. They really don't. If you've been taught to do that, that's up to you. But I prefer to have my fingers slightly bent, just a little bit. See that? Don't worry if the fingers are angled a little bit. And with the thumbs on the back, they're not lying flat. Okay? They're not flat. They're actually angled like this. So see, with my right thumb, it's angled just a little bit. And with my left thumb, it's also angled just a little bit. So don't worry about angling a lot. If it's comfortable and it works out for you, that's what we're aiming for, is comfort. If there's one thing that you don't want to do is death grip. This is a phrase that is common among beginners and even intermediate players alike. Death grip is when you're gripping the chanter with all of your might. Like that chanter is going to fly away from you. Okay? Superman ain't going to come and grab your chanter out of your hand. He don't want to learn how to play pipes anyway. The first thing I want to know is that you have a chanter with indented holes. Just like those. Those holes will be very helpful when it comes to learning how to hold it and being able to feel the holes with your fingers. It's crucial. Now, keep in mind that in some areas of the world, pipers will hold the chanter with the right hand on the top and the left hand on the bottom, and for me that feels really funky because I do it the other way around. But this is perfectly normal if you play like this, and this just means that the pipe bag might be on the other side of your arm, and sometimes it's not, so it will depend on your person. One more thing that I want to point out is how far across the chanter you want to put your fingers. Do not put them with the fingertips on the holes. This is a recipe for disaster. Please avoid it. If you've had a teacher that has told you that this is okay, I'm sorry to say that it's incorrect. Now for the left hand, we're going to take our 3 fingers and put them on the chanter like this. And with the index and middle fingers, I've got them about where the first indent is. So these 2 indents right here, that's where I've got the 2 first fingers. And the left ring finger is about where the meaty part of the finger is. So just about right there. On the right hand, with the forefinger, it's just past the indent of the first finger. With the 2 middle fingers, it's on the meaty part past the first indent. And then on the pinky, it's just on the indent. If you want to place it on the meaty part of the pinky, that's okay. It will depend on how naturally your fingers lie across the chanter to make that happen. That's how you learn how to hold a chanter. I hope that this video was helpful for you. If you enjoyed the video and found it informative, please subscribe to the channel and give the video a like so that it helps the channel out. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a fantastic day, guys, and happy learning.